What's good, everybody? All right, today is day two, the morning after. It's actually not quite morning anymore. It is around 5 o'clock in the evening, and yesterday was a pretty crazy day, and the night, which I believed was going to be pretty crazy too, because hence the newborn, wasn't that bad as I thought it was going to be. The only thing I kept thinking about was back to our last newborn, our youngest, or now one of our middle children. She was up every hour on the hour, like clockwork, all night long. I mean, I was in a daze with how much I was up with her. But this little guy has been different. He has been doing really, really, really good. I'd like to clarify that both he and mom are both doing well, and they're both recovering nicely. He's thriving, mom's healing, and we're all good to go. Just constantly waiting for our time that we can be discharged and sent back home to our family. But everyone's been doing pretty good. This little man was a champion last night. Here he is sleeping. He's been pretty much sleeping most of the night, and he didn't wake up that much at all. I mean, he fussed a couple times, and typically I thought that's when he was needed to be changed, and then he got changed. We tried to feed him. He didn't really eat much, but he just went right back to sleep, and that pretty much was our night. And I actually was able to sleep for a couple hour increments, which was great. Unlike the last one where I got to get up every single hour. So he's been great, and he's been working with us well. The lactation nurse has been in here a couple times and kind of giving us some pointers, which is always helpful no matter how many times you do it. They are the experts, and they do give pretty good advice. So we listened to them really, really closely and got him to latch on good, because he did have a little bit of issue with kind of getting a good latch. His tongue was at the roof of his mouth, they said, which wasn't very great. It was pretty uncomfortable for Valerie. But with some help and with this little, what to give her, this little doohickey thing here, a little nipple shield with the small little, can you see that? Small little cutout that that's for his nose. So this kind of forces him to put his tongue down. And she said it helped. And we used it for the first couple feeds, and then we didn't have to use it anymore after that, once he kind of got the hang of it. Lots of poopy diapers, some wet diapers, which is all good signs that he's actually getting some nutrition. Without that, that's a pretty classic sign that he's not really getting the nutrition that he needs, but he has. So we changed a good bit of diapers. One thing I want to note is this guy went straight from being born to size 1s. They tried the newborn diapers, didn't work. He was too big for a newborn diaper, so he went straight to size 1s, which brought our first conflict because all the outfits that we bought were newborn. We had several boy outfits, we had several girl outfits, and they were all newborn sizes. By luck, we bought one 0 to 3 month boy outfit. Must have been fate, and it fit. So we only had one, which he eventually did puke on. So we now had to squeeze him into a newborn outfit. So that's what he's in right now. And our parents are bringing some more that we have at home. We have plenty at home for him to go through, so we have some backup there. This morning, he had his hearing screening done. My wife went in for a little minor procedure. She opted to get her tubes tied after this one because, again, this is number 4, and this is the final one. So she decided to do that kind of at the beginning of the pregnancy. We kind of just kept our OB informed the entire way through. So that's done, and she's healing up nicely. She's currently in the shower right now. So I took this opportunity to get this done, and we have some visitors come in just a little bit, so I want to get this done here. But one thing I wanted to note about this room, it was really awesome. There's tons of lighting everywhere. Everywhere there's lighting that you can see, and you actually, because there's so much lighting, you actually have the opportunity to keep some areas of the room really, really dark, while some areas of the rooms are brighter. So I actually turned on that light. There's an individual switch for that one. There's individual switches and brightness intensities for that one. There's an individual switch and a brightness intensity for that one, a dimmable switch. And there's another one right above the bed, which I kept off because, as you can see, the baby is pretty much right below the bed, and I didn't want to leave a bright light in his eye because He sees very well, and even when he's sleeping, the bright light bothers him. So I left that off. Um, but the second day has been awesome. I think, other than me being hungry and not being able to get lunch until about 12:30, 1 o'clock, which is no big deal. I wanted to make sure that my wife was okay. Her procedures took about 1 hour. She left at 8:15, was back in the room by 9:15. So she went to surgery, had the procedure done, and was back in the room in an hour. So it doesn't take long at all for anyone that may be considering getting a tubal after your pregnancy, if you decide that you're finished with having babies. With that being said, everyone here has been great. We love the staff here. We love everything they did for us. We're super thankful for them, and we just want to make sure that if anyone has any concerns or anything like that about this particular facility, Northeast Georgia and Brazelton, they're brand new, relatively. They've only been here for less than 5 years, and this entire unit is brand new because they were built, I think, about a year or two after the hospital was built. It was sort of like an add-on. So wonderful staff, wonderful service, wonderful amenities. It's all been good. So I'm going to help my wife get out the shower in just a little bit. I just wanted to kind of let everybody know how it was going on day 2. It's been great. He's been good. We were both able to catch a couple hours of sleep a little bit ago before we found out that we were getting visitors soon. So we're getting up and getting ready for them to get here. So they'll be here shortly. So I want to let everybody know that we're doing good. It was a boy. I was super excited. I was in bliss all day long and trying to get used to the idea that I have a boy, I have a son finally, and 3 daughters. But it's going to be a pretty spoiled kid once he gets home. I know that the older girls have had lots of practice. Everyone has little toy babies, little doll babies that they've had over the years. For Christmas, for birthdays, they wanted all those, and I think this was for practice. So now they got the real thing at home. So they're all super excited. We spoke to them today. They're doing good. Grandma's having fun with them. They're making slime, and hopefully that slime never makes it to my house because I do not like slime. I had a bad experience with that. But nonetheless, it's been great, and my wife is doing good. It sounds like she's done out the shower, so I'm going to go ahead and end this right here. If anything, we'll come back and we'll give you guys a shout. And that's pretty much it for the day. If there's any other parents that may be going through this, or are you going to have a baby soon and have any questions, or any particular questions for us, please drop a question down in the comment box below, and please like and subscribe. We would appreciate it.